Based on Sarah Lewis, she said that an organization must have appreciative approach that tend to focus on what working at the moment and how the organization can grow of it. For example, if the organization said that the people in organization don't work together in a team, so we need to improve it by making the people to work better over silo boundaries or across discipline. Silo boundaries is a process or a system or a department that become barriers. So we need to focus on what feature or factor that make the difference and the solution on how the develop more to the teamwork in organization. For example, lack of communication maybe become the lack of teamwork. For the solution in the organization, the people in organization need to communicate face to face. Using tool like email are most effective method to communicate it.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Qurratu Ain Midis Jarrell, and as for my point of view, according to the video by Sarah Lewis, my point is about appreciate approach focuses on what? Okay, so appreciate approach focuses more on how an organization identify on what works well for it. Why is it works well, and then if possible, they will do even more of it. So this will attract more attention of the employees in organization in many kind of direction where they will collaborate or work together in order to strive for excellent, to produce excellent output or to achieve objectives or goals that has been set. Because if all employees can work together to solve the problems that has been identified, they are able to deal with it and will do their very best, contribute their very maximum for the organization. Plus, on the other hand, this approach will also help to repair or to rebuild better communication and relationship among employees to another or employees to managers, to prevent any miscommunication among them and also bias between the managers. That's all from
what Sarah Lewis mentioned about appreciative approaches and traditional approaches is that traditional approaches is a problem-solving approaches that is more to rational, logical, that seems to suggest that emotion and human abilities does not play a part above and beyond our problem-solving abilities. However, appreciative inquiry approach recognize the both of individual and of group and allow us to assess all the resources such as people, emotion, their willingness to work together, their abilities to be inspired by the abstract concept like the values and aspiration of their imagination. So appreciative approaches encourage people to create a rich picture of how the future could be or the organization could be. It actually acts as a pull towards the future compared to traditional approaches. It pushes away from the present, which only gets you so far, where this pull is much more sustainable and motivational practice. However, I think in my opinion, appreciative approaches is much better adapted in the organization compared to the traditional approaches. Thank you.
Appreciative approach is the cooperative search for the best in people, their organization, and the world around them. It involves systematic discovery of what gives system life when it is more effective and capable in human terms. Appreciative approach involves the practice of asking questions that strengthen a system's capacity to heighten positive potential. Appreciative approach is based on discovering what is working, what gives life, what is creating energy and excitement, and then determine how to create more of it. Okay, how does appreciative approach works? A typical appreciative approach design would have 4 stages. First stage is discovery. Inquire into the best past and the present. Choose the positive as the focus of inquiry. Second stage is dream. Use the findings and stories from the discover phase to create memorable and ambitious picture of the desired feature. Locate themes that appear in the story and select topics for further inquiry. Third stage is design. Create shared image of a preferred feature. Determine what should be. And the last stage of appreciative approach is destiny.
The main thing that Sarah Lewis has spoken about that resonated with me was that words create worlds. So basically, in my sense, this how she defined it is that it's not basically what we talk about, aka the content, but it's also how we talk about certain issues, how that she stated that when we focus on problems will follow us, but when we focus on opportunities and success, we'll start focusing more on that. So basically, it's about the perspective of individuals and groups. So basically, how self-motivated employees will automatically create a better environment and organizational culture within the business, and how they will create a more initiative to find success. So basically, organizations should focus more on how to talk about solutions and opportunities in order to encourage other employees to adapt to this kind of thinking, and it creates a new kind of culture which will be the new kind of tradition. Thank you.